Hi there, Sagittarius. I appreciate your patience. Been away for a while from this channel. Life has been busy in good ways, and I appreciate that. So, thank you so much. And let's get into your reading. This is the general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you're a cross watcher, this message may apply to you, maybe not. And this is just what comes out. I will be clarifying here as well. So, Sagittarius, you have No Place Like Home as your oracle card, as well as I'm reading these placements as past, present, future, but however you resonate with them, is your own way. So, with No Place Like Home, this is needing to stand strong within ourselves. It's having a personal sense of resolve. It's having a personal sense of security and assuredness within yourself and your decision making. This is also an energy that requires you to really maneuver and navigate your inner world as well as your inner home, and be at peace with the people that are closest to you or that are, within that home. And home is relative. It's the places that you spend most time, but a lot of this energy is also very much within yourself. In this past energy, we have the Seven of Swords. So um, I will say this because there's an influence at the bottom of the deck with the Four of Pentacles. It feels here you guys maybe have dealt with somebody who pulled their energy away for their own reasons and maybe didn't give you a reason why, or maybe whatever they were holding on to was something that was not in alignment with the connection between the two of you. It's very almost myopic or very one sided. And this doesn't have to mean that somebody treated you poorly, it can. But whatever decisions that they have made are very much their own and not really thinking about you as a partner or as somebody who is a part of their life. This is somebody that's a little bit more uh, single-minded on their own. In the present energy, you have the Ten of Swords. So this energy is, it does talk about endings. It talks about finality, but it's also a release from tumultuous times. It's a release from anything that has been problematic. It's saying goodbye to that just because there's an energy of, decisions being made have dictated outcomes. And so now we have an energy of closing something down, especially if it has been problematic with a person here. And again, this could have taken place in your home with a partner or within a business, however you want to see it. But there's an aspect here, Sagittarius, that is um, really asking you to be at peace with yourself and your decision making, how you feel comfortable around people, especially where we don't want to project things that other people have done or said. The hesitance, the caution, we don't want to apply that to other people where maybe we don't have to. With the Chariot here, this does talk about moving forward towards new things that actually stabilize and that bring you better fortune, better opportunities, better experiences. This information can also, or this movement can also be had once we've kind of gone through some heaviness within ourselves through decision making, because the Chariot doesn't really move unless we have a big decision that has been, pretty much come to an understanding or agreement with ourselves, and we move forward with it. This is Cancerian energy, but it is also a major arcana. This is about choice. It's about direction. It's about having the bravery and resolve to move forward, even in the midst of chaos and upheaval. So let's go ahead and clarify a little bit here for you, Sagittarius. This reading for me is really kind of highlighting an energy of needing to be very strong within yourself and kind of holding to your own I guess, views, but also sense of comfort because things feel a little bit thrown off base. It's interesting. We have Temperance coming out here, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords again. So, this energy popping out. This is talking about bringing balance to a situation, purging a situation as well. This card is echinaceous. So, this is a blood tonifier and it's a purgative. It's also considered to be somewhat of an antibiotic. So, basically, we are purifying a situation, or by the absence or removal of a situation or heaviness in a connection, or a person, their absence, that is actually purging something that maybe you didn't know needed to be purged, or maybe there's a positive chain reaction that comes from this person's decisions, that may have not either included you or maybe were going against you. But whatever this removal is, or whatever this ending is, it tends to purify a situation or bring a sense of clarity for you. And maybe you're left with a different way to even process or think about somebody. Temperance energy is your own energy as well, but it is to find balance, to find harmony when something has happened here. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Moon coming out. The Moon is interesting. It's Cancer, Pisces energy. We have Cancer here. The Moon is very much, especially in this scenario or situation, it feels here, Sagittarius, that through this ending or through this dissolve, you still have these like internal questions, or there's some sort of questioning. Do you know enough, or where you're left how do I say that? The information that you're left with, is that actually real? I feel like there's a questioning here of something that is lacking right now. And I feel that the importance to actually not focus on that is very real. It's less about finding the answer to that and just finding your own peace within, because people do a billion things for a billion different reasons, and they have their own personal, path of guidance that they use. And oftentimes it's not going to align with who we are or what we want, especially even in partnerships. And so with this card, the Moon, the card is, this is an herbal deck. The card is called Lemon Balm. Lemon Balm is wonderful for helping to reduce stress. It's helpful for bringing down anxiety. And so here with the Moon, we have a tendency to get enwrapped in our own emotional confusion, or trying to pinpoint and find some sort of deeper meaning or some sort of answer to something that we don't have the answer to. And here it's saying, just try to find calm in the situation. Try to be at peace with yourself, because you are the one that's going to be guiding yourself forward. You can't rely on whatever has happened here. Use it as a platform to move forward for yourself. It's just finding your own inner peace with something here, Sagittarius. And we have a card coming out in reverse. So here we have the Ten of Pentacles coming out in reverse here for the Chariot. And like we had with the Seven of Swords and Temperance, now we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. So it's kind of like a mirrored image, a mirrored message here. The Ten of Pentacles can talk about a relationship or a connection that has been in our lives for a very long time. If we're not talking about relationships, and this can talk about situations where maybe an inheritance is lost, or like we are not, the path that we were on financially is no longer, and maybe it's even a loss in a relationship or a marriage, or some sort of foundational stability that has family involved or time involved, oftentimes 5 to 10 years. But through this decision though, and through this change, and it's kind of interesting because I don't feel like the change was necessarily your own choice. You're just adapting to a situation, Sagittarius. It feels here that through the release of something, and it feels important, you have to find that peace, and you have to find that resolve to be able to move forward in your life in different ways, in better ways. Use this time to implement um, things that you haven't done. Use this time to implement new challenges that you find interesting. I feel like there's an importance here to not wallow in the pain or confusion of a situation, to not want to hold anger or judgment upon a situation or a person, which can be very hard. I feel that the energy of just really needing to be at peace within ourselves and to have our own sense of resolve within ourselves, knowing that maybe we wouldn't do something a certain way, or whatever it is, you have to be very secure in how you're feeling about things. This is not looking to others. This is about your own personal sense of security, but also how you connect with yourself to feel that security, you know? And if we're kind of in like an anxiety ridden, jumbled mindset, that's going to be very difficult. Just remember that the ending to a significant and painful situation, or one of um, lack of communication and things being done for somebody's specific reasons that did not involve you, really don't like it may affect you, but it's not a reflection of you, which is something that I think we can get caught up in, especially with No Place Like Home, just with that internal viewpoint of, or internal view of how we see ourselves. You know, we always want to fix something, or we want to make it better, or we internalize a situation to feel like, oh, well, maybe I played a bigger part in this than I did. To me, it doesn't feel like that. To me, it feels like you may have tried to bring balance to a situation, but whatever was going on in somebody's life or in somebody's mind and heart was not compatible. It wasn't something that where you could be on the same page. And it's costed a situation, it's costed an energy to be removed. Or, you know, there's some sort of like decrease in stability here that's connected to this, but you find your own path out of it. And I feel you do so with a very different sense of self. I feel you're armed with a different sense of self and a personal sense of better understanding in what actually makes you tick, what you need, and what you require in your life. And um, as much of a difficult lesson as it is, it's a blessing as well. Let's go ahead and get a denied shadow oracle here for this reading for Sagittarius. So we have avoidance here, Sagittarius. And it's in reverse, running away. I feel like this is what happened here with whomever you're dealing with. Their decision making is their own, you know, and I feel like you may have been dealing with a situation or a person where certain aspects of the connection, yeah, there was avoidance, there was running away from topics, there was not addressing things, and the act of withholding something from partners and from, you know, whatever this connection is, um, really shows more of the lack of trust that that person had, or how they navigate and manage situations. It's really pointing to more of a selfish nature rather than one that thinks of the whole or thinks of everybody else. And with this No Place Like Home card, that also is a meaning within the card where we are considerate of everyone in our sphere, in our home. Our home is our internal world, but also our home, the actual place that you live. And so for people who are in that sphere, um, there's no place for avoidance. There's no place for running away, and that is a challenge. And so when somebody is of that mindset, they unfortunately remove themselves. That usually tends to be the outcome regardless, just because they cannot avoid the truth any longer. They cannot avoid what's going on within them any longer, but they also realize that that's not an energetic match to what is necessary for continuing a situation or being upfront in a situation. So they have to run. It's like a loop. It's unfortunate. It's almost like their own personal curse, and they're the one that's creating it. And I'm sorry for that, you know, and I feel here that once you're able to let go of some of these ties that bind, once you're able to piece together an energy of trusting that the situation was definitely brought into your life for a period of growth, even if this is a lifelong partner, or relationships that's really, um, long time spent in your life, nothing here on this planet is permanent. The only permanent thing is the impermanence of everything. We have these perceptions and these ideas that we're going to last forever and that this person is going to be my one and only forever. There is no forever. We all have an expiration date, and most relationships will separate at some point in some way. Some stay together, but there are certain aspects of it that leave. So, however, this is, I feel that you get to piece together your own puzzle. You also get to put pieces in about yourself where there's missing pieces for you. You're actually finding those puzzle pieces and they're fitting perfectly. And when I say it like that, what I'm seeing is like the puzzle being complete, because we're all a puzzle. We're all, anathema or whatever. And so, why am I saying anathema? I don't even know what that word means. I feel like it's okay. I'm going to pause this and look. Hang on. All right, maybe that wasn't the right word, but I said it nonetheless. Um, yeah, it feels here that you're putting certain puzzle pieces that are, through this experience, they're kind of being offered to you. You're unveiling them and you're placing them where they fit. And it's good, because that is one way to see yourself as a whole person. That is one way to be at home within yourself when you are secure and you are secure fit within yourself. No matter how long we've been with people, we can't control what they do, we can't control what they think, and we can't control what they don't tell us. Their actions are their own. Even if you're in a partnership, we are all singular human beings. Try to pay attention to what is best for you. Try to be calm within yourself. Try to find the truth within yourself, and be open to purging. This isn't about just holding it in and it's okay, it's going to be okay. This is about the purge of this energy and the calm that comes afterwards. So consider this experience as an antibiotic. It removes the infection from your life and from your mind. And when you can find that lemon balm calm within yourself and integrate your emotions and your feelings about the situation, that's when things double up in double time and you start moving very quickly. For some of you, this may be even a divorce, for some of you. I don't want to like cast that out on everybody, but Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Not the best. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope that this is helpful. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your donations and your time spent with me. I appreciate everything, and I'm grateful to be here with you. So I love you much, Sagittarius. Good luck with everything, and take care. Bye-bye.